Now, I know what you will all say right now. This guy lost his mind and is running out of ideas. There is no way he's doing this video. How can this be similar to this? And I know I might sound crazy when I talk throughout the video, but just bear with me for this one. Recently I started playing Halo Infinite. It's a good game, not an amazing one, but it's still a good one. And with the recent news about 343 Industries, it's probably not gonna get any new DLC, which is a shame, but still a good time to play. But the more I played at the game, I noticed how strikingly similar it is with Sonic Frontiers. Yes, Sonic Frontiers, a game which just recently released and is a whole different genre than Infinite and somehow similar to it. And yeah, it's pretty crazy what I say, but the more I thought about it, the more I noticed the similarities in these games. This is a video that I wanted to make for a long time, so let's just jump straight into the video. The way the open worlds, or well, in Sonic Frontiers' scenario, open zones, are designed in the games are kinda similar. In Sonic Frontiers, the open zones are big islands that you roam around, collect stuff, fight enemies, and progress the story. In Halo Infinite, it's the same but in a different way. The open world is divided in small open zones that you can destroy FOBs, rescue marine squads, collect Spartan chorus, and fight the mini-bosses carried around the open zones in the open world, and of course progress the story. However, both of them have one advantage that the other one doesn't have. For Halo Infinite, it's connecting the open zones to become a unified open world, and for Sonic Frontiers is that it has different biomes. Yes, only 3 biomes is not a massive achievement. Many other open world games have more than 3 biomes in the open world. However, for this case, Sonic Frontiers has the advantage that Halo Infinite desperately needed. Yes, Halo Infinite also have these iron sextagons as part of the world, but they look so ugly. I don't know why 343 decided to do it. Sonic Frontiers also suffers from the same problem by having the same-ish buildings scattered throughout the open zone, but they look unique in a way that makes sense and is making the open zone more unique. Ancient stone buildings infused with advanced technology is an interesting concept that I hope we see more of. Now for where I think that these games are way too similar. The story. Yes, I know how Halo Infinite ends and how Sonic Frontiers ends, so don't say to me that these stories are similar, guys. No. The reason I think that the stories for these games are similar is in how they are structured. They both pay homage to the series' past. Sonic Frontiers more than Infinite, but it made sense for that game. They both paid homage and showed or told some reference to the old games. They both wanted to take the franchises in a bold and new direction, and I respect that. Before these games released, both of these franchises struggled hard. After Guardians, many fans of the Halo franchise left the games and the player count plummeted fast. The story sucked, the multiplayer was controversial, the only saving grace was Forge, I think. If I'm wrong, people who know the Halo franchise more than me should comment down below. But yeah, the Halo franchise hit its lowest point ever. Well, at this time. For Sonic, it was the same too. Sonic Forces, even though it was an game for me, it did more damage to the community than every other bad game in the franchise ever did. Many were disappointed and even wanted Sonic Team to get retired after the Sonic Frontiers gameplay review in June last year, which was a dick move to be honest. I was the only one that was actively defending the game. Well, there was more than me who defended it, but still, Sonic Forces damaged the community hard. So the next mainline games had to be good, so that people can finally say that they're out of the dark ages and that the future is bright for the franchises. Halo Infinite did pretty well in its first couple of weeks until it crashed down pretty fast. But campaign was still good though, and Sonic had the best year of his franchise by far last year. A film and a show that did pretty good knowing how bad video game adaptations can get. A collection that, while slightly underwhelming, was still a pretty good time for a lot of Sonic fans. And of course, Sonic Frontiers, the game which revived a lot of people's hopes for the franchise. So it's safe to say that both games did pretty good job at saving the audience and the franchise. Well, at least one of them.